I'm Chris Williams from Cyclone Fanatic, and a proud Iowa State graduate from the class of 2007. No one shows up like Iowa State fans. And Cyclones support Cyclones on and off the field. Your gift can provide scholarships to students, fund groundbreaking research. We could even drum up opportunities for the marching band. Visit MoveWhatMatters.com to learn how you can make an impact today.
He's the prime cut passer from behind the meat counter. It's Fairway Frank. And introducing a 6'3" center who's a cut above the rest. Say hello to Audie Crooks.
Welcome back to the Cyclone Fanatic pregame show. Iowa State women's basketball team is taking on Arizona State at 5:30 for the Big 12 tournament. We are excited. We're pumped. I'm your host, Leah Nelson. Chelsea Poppens will be joining me in the studio to talk about this matchup. But before we get started, let's thank our sponsors. Starting off with Keen Project Solutions. Keen Project Solutions is celebrating 10 years of innovation, serving ag, industrial, and commercial customers with pride. Make sure you visit thinkdifferentthinkkeen.com today to apply. They are great people and make a great company. And then we've got our friends over at Central States Roofing. They have been locally owned and in business for 56 years now and serving our local communities. Get the best Iowa roofing service from the top roofing company in Iowa. Central States Roofing has 3 convenient locations in Des Moines, Ames, and Fort Dodge. See more of what they can do for you at csroofing.com. Thanks to our great partners for supporting our coverage. Chelsea, woo! It's the Big 12 tournament. I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. So Iowa State taking on Arizona State. They just beat Cincinnati to move on. You know, what are a few things we could expect from this Arizona State team?
I think they're gonna come in with a little bit of fire. I had them winning versus Cincinnati, but like we talked about off air, like Cincinnati put up a good fight at the end of the day and Arizona let them back in. So I was like, oh man. shoot. But I mean, I think that just proves that Iowa State's going to have to do all 4 quarters. Last game, I think, was 90 to 83. So we can't take our foot off the pedal. Skinner and Brown were tremendous tonight with 27 and 26 points. They're 2 main scorers. And so we're going to have to lock them down. Our guards, Emily Ryan, Ariana Jackson, are going to have their hands full with them. But I mean, we've proven in the past that we're able to lock down some of the key scorers for other teams. And honestly, our talent and our chemistry right now is on the rise. So I'm hoping like Iowa State can continue that momentum into the Big 12 tournament play and even have more motivation to crush it and play the game that they know how to play, because we should definitely win versus ASU. That's a very winnable game. And with the way we're playing now, there's no reason for us not to get it.
I could run through a brick wall. I love it.
Let's go.
Talk a little bit about the matchup with Addie. They've got 2 bigs, Parkinson, Basham. Yes, Kennedy. Yep. She had 0 points, but like 10 rebounds. And then we had Parkinson. She had quite a few points, 11, I think, and 6 or 7 rebounds. So, will Audie be able to, handle herself down low, or is it going to be a little bit of a challenge?
I mean, last time Audie still had 20 points. I think you're glitching. The Matrix is loading. We got her back.
I was glitching. I was like, keep talking.
But last time Crooks had 20 points still. Brown had 14 points. And so I don't see them as major issues. Basham is 6'7". Addie has the ability to blow by somebody that tall without the ability to move her feet. Like Basham's also a finesse player. So like, if anything, she has the height to guard Crooks, but maybe not. Crooks has the amazing ability to use her body well and like hold the defender off well enough to get her like fadeaway shot or like 2 dribble drop finish. Like, I think she's still going to be able to do that. I think Brown's still going to be able to extend the court out to that 3-point line and then use her speed and ability to get by Parkinson, which I don't specifically consider her very fast. I think her and like Crooks are a good matchup down low as far as like the way the physicality of both of them guarding each other. But I do think we have the advantage when it comes to those 2 post players against our 2 tremendous post-ish-esque players.
You know what else is tremendous? Fairway Meat and Grocery. Cue it up, another one of our sponsors. Cyclo Fanatic thanks Fairway Meat and Grocery for its continued support of our coverage of Iowa State athletics. Grilling season is fast approaching, amazing, and there's no better place to load up on your good quality meats than Fairway Meat and Grocery. So make sure you check them out. And then our friends over at Country Landscapes, if you're thinking about making a big move to your home this spring and summer, remember our friends at Country Landscapes who have locations in Ames, Clear Lake, Des Moines, and North Liberty. They can help you with any type of design, build project to your outdoor living space. They've worked from residential to commercial projects. So let our friends at Country Landscapes create a beautiful outdoor space for your home or business. So thanks, Fairway and Country Landscapes. Anywho, so Arizona State worked in a zone for probably the whole game. At least 99% of the game. You know, how do you think Iowa State will be able to compete in the zone? You know, obviously they'll have to have their threes working, but like you said, they'll be able to get it into Audi just fine. But how will they be able to compete against Arizona State's zone?
I mean, I think it just creates opportunity for our guards like Kelsey Jones to be knocking down threes like she did the last game right off the bat. And Jackson to step up because like Ariana Jackson had 16 points. Emily Ryan had 16 points in the last game. And it really just opens up the opportunity for those other players to step up like they have been. Maybe we'll see a little more from Sydney Harris. She hasn't been quite as much of a presence as she was for a little bit there, but I don't see any real problems as long as we play the game that we've been playing.
And I have a really important question. This might be one of the most important. What do you think of the court design?
I love it.
Me too. Okay.
I love it. I was like, that's dope. Like, I would love to play on the court like that. It really, like, the players pop on it. I know it's kind of busy, maybe like with the patterns and whatnot, but I don't know. Have you heard a lot of negative feedback on it?
So much negative feedback. And I tweeted, you know, hot take, I kind of like this court. And right away, people were like, yeah, that is a hot take. I don't like it. But I did get a lot of good response where people were like, oh, wait, I do like it too. I think they were just scared to say something because there's been so much negativity. But Aiden and I were chatting and we think, no offense, everyone who's listening, that older people aren't a huge fan of it because one, it's probably like really different than what everyone's used to. Just like,
and those cataracts and that glaucoma be messing with them.
That's it. People are saying that it's like tripping them out. Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of
so
looks very
cool.
like 3D a little
It does.
bit.
It does.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. I mean, they probably could have made it slightly more subtle, but I don't know.
We also said that too. Aiden had a good point of like maybe gray changing different color. I don't know. But I think it looks sick. Like to be able to play on a court like that. I remember like we loved when softball fields had crazy designs in center field and they had fun. Like, you know, they would chalk their people's numbers in the I don't know. I just like a little bit different than what's, you know, the same.
Yeah. If I'm coming from like, what could have looked cooler is if it was a little more in contrast, like if it was a little more lighter so that the white really just popped and the players were really popping against it. But yeah, I was like, I like it. I was like, it's a nifty and creative way to bring in that Big 12. This is my designer perspective.
Yeah, literally. You're like, I love this. No, honestly, the picture that Aiden just pulled up, low-key kind of looked like a video game. It did. Didn't it? Okay. I thought I was kind of going crazy, but I see
all the young people are probably used to it anyway. They didn't notice anything.
They're TikTok brains, but I like it. I'm glad you like it. I think Iowa State is going to look great on that court. And I'm excited to watch them take on Arizona State. Like you said, this should be a game that they can easily win, but at the same time, tournament is different. People go crazy. I mean, we just saw Arizona State, who was kind of struggling this season, take down Cincinnati. So it should be good. But I'm pumped. I'm excited. Any last words? Any last words of encouragement?
I mean, I think I have only positive things right now. Iowa State's been doing what they needed to do all season, and they've been doing it consistently. So I'm happy with the way we're playing. But Big 12 tournament is a different beast, and I think everyone comes in with a lot more motivation and a lot more fire under their feet to crush it. So you can't really count anybody out. I do think we should have this game, but I could also see ASU coming in fiery and really giving Iowa State a run for their money.
1,000%. That means we have to cheer loud, be proud, go Cyclones. But thanks for joining in, Chelsea. You guys can tune back in right after the game. We'll have a post-game. Shout out to our sponsors, King Project Solutions, Central States Roofing, Fairway Meat and Grocery, and Country Landscapes. And shout out to Aiden for producing Go Cyclones.